kept it simple, stripped it down, turned it all the way around. Lost the weight, cleared my mind, left that old road far behind. What I found was something true, did it myself, and so can you. Carnivore, seeing it through, reversed it all, yeah, made it through. Let's stay together strong, me and you.
I love that song. You know, if you listen to John Together Strong stuff, he has that Together Strong in all of his music. It's a fact. Together we are strong. The accountability meetings are for that. They are to help us to remain strong. Now, I just sat here for the last 15 minutes trying to get stuff uploaded. My phone and my computer are not connecting together the way they should, so pictures of stuff I want to put on here, I can't. It's not coming on. One of the things I wanted to put on yesterday, and it wouldn't let me do it on my streams over the weekend. I saw this Saturday after I did my stream. This is a sign on one of our rides at the fair. Due to overhead safety restraints, larger people may not be able to ride. That was me 2 years ago. 350 pounds, I couldn't ride. I could not put those restraints over me. They would not fit. But what's it come to that we have to have these notices on the rides? And 100% of it can be reversed just by a diet. So, Amy, good evening. How are you doing tonight? Glad to see you here. Lynn, Brian. All right. So, let me see here. Forgive me. I did another workout tonight. You guys looked at my channel yesterday. I did a Shaun T workout. I did the Focus T25 cardio. I kicked my ass yesterday. Today I did a Focus T25 Speed 1.0, and that equally kicked my ass. Sorry for the language. The guy, Shaun T's got some tremendous workouts. And I just threw the link in for anybody who wants to come on. Anybody that's doing the sardine challenge, you want to come on and talk about it, we can. My numbers this morning weren't that bad, but they weren't that good either. My blood sugar was 86 or something like that. And my ketones were at 88. My ketones were at 1.1. I had a 79 Dr. Boz ratio, which puts Dr. Boz ratio at the fat burning level. That's one of the things my computer and my phone are not trying to play nice today. So I'm just dealing with it like that. Let's see, Amy, I was just thinking the same thing, Lance. That opening is badass. It is. John does some amazing stuff, and that was a nice surprise to get that. Jeff, how are you? Hey, are you doing the sardine fast with these guys? Are you a never sardine person? Oh, hit the button. That one. I already set it up to be wide. So it's there. Thank you. Donna Ray's in the house. Good afternoon, good evening. How you doing? And we have
Hey,
Coach Amy. How you doing?
good. I'm actually doing really good, like really good. I just pricked my finger here, so my ketones are 1.8 already,
Awesome.
and my blood glucose, and I just ate. I've had 4 cans of sardines today, nothing else, and I'm surprisingly full. And I'm never full. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm never
Yep.
full.
Sardines are
So
the one thing
I
that
don't.
I could eat that's like that. Where after 2 cans of sardines, I'm like, I don't really feel like I need to eat anymore, but I always do. Out of habit.
Yeah. So it's going like exceptionally well. It's bizarre. The only problem I'm having is I have the fishy burps, and I'm like, oh. There was one other time I ate sardines too late at night, and then I laid down for bed, and then I was like, I had the fishy burps then, but I've had the fishy burps all day, and I'm not sure how I feel about that.
It generally goes away, does it not, Brian?
Yeah.
So it's part of that is your stomach acid's a little weak, making that happen. Because if you listen to Dr. Kiltz or Dr. Berry and those guys, when you have that reflux too, that's your stomach acid is too weak, so it allows that flap to open up. And it's just about the same
Hmm.
thing with the fishy burps too. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, and I've been doing the protocol for MCAS too. So a
Yep.
couple of times last week I took a Pepsid AC, which what does that do? That
Uh,
messes up the acid. And I'm not taking it because I have acid reflux. I'm taking it because I believe and my allergist believes I have MCAS, and that's the protocol to help the joint pain, right? So
yep. And I've
that
taken
might.
the same thing for different things. I've had some rashes on my arm
Mhm.
before, and I've done the same thing where you take the H2 and the H1 so that they do different things. And it's amazing the combination of the two, what they'll
Yep,
do to your body.
yep. I haven't taken any more, but I will tell you, I have not had joint pain since I took. I take Zyrtec every day. I've taken Zyrtec every day for 20 years, and I've tried to stop it. And within 3 hours of missing a dose, I'm miserable. So I actually asked Dr. Berry this question Saturday in the PhD private community. I'm like, what really is the long-term effects of, being on Zyrtec for 20 years? Actually, I've been on allergy medicine since I was 9. And the early ones probably did more damage to me than Zyrtec as he said it's the least of, the one that will do least harm to you. And so I said, but if I go off of it, I'm miserable, miserable. And he's like, you got to look at quality of life too. If you're taking something that helps you with something, and he said that about the Pepsid AC combination, taking that a couple times a week or as needed. He's like, if it improves your quality of life, then nobody wants to live on this earth miserable, right?
Correct. And if it takes that pain away, you know,
Mhm.
plants are medicine. And that's what that basically is. The Zyrtec is from a plant. And they found
Mhm.
a way to make it into a medicine that helps you.
Yeah.
I took Claritin D for 30 years. Well, yeah, for about 30 years. Then my blood pressure shot through the roof. I couldn't take that anymore. I was just taking plain Zyrtec for 4 years. And 6, 8 weeks into Carnivore, I stopped taking it and I haven't had to use it since.
Yeah, I wish. I hope for that, right? I hope for that, but I'm a year in and it still hasn't changed anything. But who's to say in the future it won't get better? And then I am also on Singulair, which
Yeah,
I've been on for 20 years as well. That has really helped my asthma. And I asked my allergist, can I try to stop this? Because my asthma is much better. Well, I tried to stop it last week and I said, do I need to taper off this? She goes, no, you can just stop it. I, within 24 hours, had congestion, chest congestion. I have eczema on my hands so bad. This is like the worst eczema outbreak I've had since I started keto 10 years ago, and I'm like, okay, maybe I need to be on this too.
Yeah.
And maybe it's something that I have to taper off of and go off slowly, but right now, I don't know. I don't want to ruin my summer.
Right. Nobody wants to do that.
Mm-mm.
So how are you doing on your fast, Ryan?
Pretty good. I've had 2 cans of sardine and I am full. I don't know if I'm going to eat another one,
Yeah.
but I love the fish. That's my statement.
It's good.
Did you check your numbers today?
No, I had horrible sleep last night and they would have just been bad. I was up most of the night rolling and stuff. My back's been hurting, but I'm feeling better
Oh,
now, so I'll test in the morning and see where I'm at and also weigh in the morning. But
See, when I tested mine this morning, I did it, Dr. Boz, I TOT, got my blood glucose, and this morning when I checked it at 410, it was like 84 or 83 or something like that. When I went to test my ketones, I got an error. It was error number 4. You know what that is?
no.
It says the liquid wasn't blood. Well,
I don't know how
I
to
didn't want
respond
to
to
take another
that.
test strip and try it, so I was like, I'll just test it when I get to work. So I waited for a few hours and I tested it at work after I got done doing my spreadsheet. My first meeting was over. I tested it, and that's where I got an 88 and a 1.1. I was like, that sucks.
remind me
But
of what TOT is.
test on toilet
Oh, right when you get up?
right when you
Yeah,
get
you
up.
test right away. So
I
you're
didn't
not
do that.
making your coffee and doing all that other stuff that
Yeah.
messes up the numbers.
Yeah,
So
no, I had a coaching client first thing and I overslept. Like before work, I had a coaching client. So I had to get up at like 5:30, and let me tell you, I'm not a morning person, okay? But I open up my calendar before work because if that's if that's when somebody can do it before work, I want to be available, right?
yeah,
So every once in a while I get a before work one, but that means I'm messing up my like staying up late and sleeping in to the last possible minute before work. And so I was rushing around to get to that. So I didn't test until I was already like probably 15 ounces into coffee. And after my
wow.
coaching class, I didn't test till like 8 o'clock. So,
I've tested into my coffee before too, and I haven't seen a difference between with or without coffee. I do see a difference first thing in the morning when I first wake up. My blood glucose is generally just a little bit lower. My ketones are a little bit higher.
I'll have to
So,
try that.
like, mine came out at 1.1 this morning. If I'd have gotten the test like I should have, it may have been 1.4, 1.3. It'd have been just a little bit different. Um, but it's not that much. It's going to make much of a difference. My Dr. Boz ratio is still 79. But even this afternoon, my Dr. Boz ratio is only down to a 56. It was a 79 and a 1.4 or something like that. But it's still good. I'll take it.
I'm
Yeah.
at 40.
Awesome.
I
So,
measured the other day and I think I was a 35 or 6. And then the day before I was a 26. But I'd already
And
stopped the fast by then.
and Aaron's starting his sardine fast tonight.
hey,
Bacon Runner says her glucose went down and ketones went up today after having carnivore ice cream. I had the same experience. Whenever I eat that ice cream that I posted, my blood glucose goes down.
I wonder
I
why.
don't know. All the fat.
interesting.
All the fat.
I don't put any sweetener into it generally. And
Okay.
if we do, it's allulose, and allulose tends to lower blood glucose. So I get the same thing, but I want to try Donna Ray's recipe the way she did it, but with my ice cream maker. See if that'll come out the same way. Thomas. No, this is
Thomas.
Memorex. If you know, come on. Yes, sir. We're live tonight. I had to do that. Sorry.
That's funny.
I saw
Erin
that.
says she missed her window, so she's water fasting today.
Are you window meaning intermittent fasting?
She has a specific eating window, and she eats by a certain time or in a certain time frame. And if she doesn't get to eat, she doesn't eat by then, she'll just fast.
Interesting. I did my normal fasting till about, I try to go till noon, but sometimes it's like 11:30 in the morning, which I don't know if that's the best thing for me, right? Like I should probably eat first thing in the morning and then eat at noon and then fast the rest of the day. My problem is at night, I feel like I'm working 3 jobs right now. So my day job, my coaching job, this tech thing, and like taking care of my mother-in-law who has dementia. So when I get at night, I get stressed out. So personally, I like to eat later. I feel better in the morning, like fasting. Like I feel like if I eat later at night, then I don't feel so snacky in the late hours. That's just, but I feel like from what I've heard from other women, they do better when they eat in the morning and then fast at night. But
Right.
it's
Well,
it's
you'll
hard.
notice a difference in your blood glucose in the morning and your ketones also when you do this. Some people have, some people can eat up till late and still have good numbers. Some people have to eat early and fast more of the day to get the decent ketones and the glucose numbers. Jenny Minich did that with her husband. They ate the same meals at the same time. Her glucose and ketones did really well, and his did really bad the later it got. So,
Yep.
and Erin's been working on that. She's been doing hers, trying to find where her best eating window is to get the best ketone and glucose responses. And
I
that's
need to
why
do an
she,
experiment. Yeah.
when she misses that window, she'll just fast. So
I
I
feel
give that to her
best.
because I have a hard time just jumping into a fast like that. I have to plan for it.
Me
And she
too.
just
I had to
rolls
mentally
right into it.
prepare.
Yeah.
I
I
feel
had
best
to
when I eat at 8 and 2.
8 in the morning and 2 p.m.
Yeah, yeah. That's the figuring out where the best time for me was the first large meal at 8 and then the second smaller meal at 2. So
Angie said that she's stuffed. My gosh, never had 2 cans of herring mixed with tuna. Could be so filling. Yeah. These little fish are very nutrient dense, and it's amazing. It doesn't take much to fill a person up.
hi Aisha and Terry, I saw come in too.
Are they?
Yeah, down at the bottom of the chats.
Okay. Donna Ray says she's starting Wednesday evening to Saturday evening for. Is that for a sardine fast, Donna Ray? A great workout video. Hey, we got my friend Sleck. Hey, how's it going,
What's up?
Sleck? It's nice to see you, man.
I'm good. How's everyone doing?
Doing good. How are you today? Are you fasting? You're on day 2 or
Yeah.
3.
I'm basically on like day one. I'm like 26 hours in
Okay.
out of 7 days, and it's
You just broke up, Sleck. I think we lost him.
uh, I'm back.
Okay, that's better. You're on the day 126 hours in?
Yeah, 26 hours. And
That's great. And you're going for a full 7 days, right?
yeah,
Awesome. Have you ever tried a sardine fast?
no, I actually I tried sardines for the first time recently, like a couple weeks ago,
Yeah.
and I don't think I can eat them at least with the bones. But like it tastes good, but it's just the texture. I still like fish though, so that's why a few days ago I mentioned trying to do a salmon fast,
Yep.
just for an alternative to sardines.
Right. Well, there's also sardines out there that don't have the bones in them. Season brand, I believe, is skinless and boneless,
Yes. Yes.
right? And
Yeah,
they
and I
actually
ran
have a
out
really
of
good taste.
those. I ran out of those. I had
All
two
right.
cans left in, and I switched to this other brand. And I was like, there were some stringy things, and I kept like, I'm like, did I just eat my own hair? There was like a stringy thing, and then some crunchy stuff, and I'm like,
Oh, is that the
just
Wild
focus
Planet?
on, yeah, you the
Yeah,
wild,
I
yeah.
couldn't deal with that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. A lot of people have trouble with the bones, the cartilage and stuff in there. It's a great source of calcium, and your body uses it. It's actually really good for you. But if you have trouble with it, the Season brand is the one brand that I know does not have that. And you can also get the what's the other fish, Brian? Mackerel.
Uh,
Mackerel,
mac,
mackerel.
Mackerel
kipper
is really
smokes
good
don't
too.
have, they're boned. They still have the skin, but it's not really that noticeable. Um, King Oscars, a lot of theirs are skinless, boneless. And matter of fact, it's harder to find a skin on, bone in King Oscar.
Really,
So, and those are
I
pretty
know
good.
I didn't notice that on those.
They have a Spanish one that I really like, and I was going through older cans. I'm going through the older stuff, trying to rotate stuff out, and yeah, they're skinless, boneless.
That's cool. So how are you
Amy's
feeling so
killing me with
far?
the steam stuff.
How are you feeling so far on your fast, Slack?
Uh, it's going strong. Like last time I tried to do this, I made a bet and lost it, and I
Yeah.
only got like 1 day in, so about where I'm at now before I broke it, and like just the feeling of the mental feeling of losing it, and also obviously the financial part. It helped me because it made me able to just realize how much I don't want to lose the bet. So I'm doing it again now, and this time I'm actually gonna go through with it.
That's
But
good.
this
We'll be
time the
here.
yeah,
We'll be here
I
for you Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So come on into our this chat, and we'll hang out with you, and we'll cheer you on, Slick.
yeah, I feel a lot
100%.
like really confident this time.
That's good. You
And
got to
I remember last night I already did get hungry, but by the time I went to sleep and woke up, I was fine again, which is usually how it is. Like a lot of times, it's really hard to extend my fast because I like to eat at night. So by the time if I eat at night and then wait till the next night to eat, I can I can either eat then or go to sleep and wake up like 36 hours fasted. And it's often just hard to go to sleep again without eating. But I always feel just fine the next day if I do. So it's just like I need to listen to my body more because I end up eating when I know I'm not hungry all the time. And but I feel fine. Like I know the difference between my hunger and just cravings where I might be like craving something, but I'm not actually hungry.
right.
And so it's good to just get used to listening to my body so I can
Yeah, it's
uh
important to listen to the body. It's
yeah, get
important
past it.
to be able to break that habit. You're used to eating at a
Yeah.
certain time, and that's usually when the trigger happens, and you usually have that uh, urge that man, I should be eating something now, and that's where that snack wants to come in. Breaking that habit
Yeah.
is the hardest part.
And the foods that I eat play a big part in my hormones, which plays a big part on my behavior. And that's something I try to teach other people a lot because it's easy to just say eat this and do this, but we know that like people that aren't used to doing this, it's going to be hard for them because they're not adapted to it yet.
Yeah, that is true. It, being able to fast is it's a skill that people have. Jerome refers it to as a fasting muscle because you have to exercise it. You have to be able to work at it to be able to make it work for you.
Build up to it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Uh, all right. I'm gonna go now. I gotta get back to work.
all right, so like, have a good one. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it.
Nice to meet
All right.
you.
See you.
All right, so Select is part of the finally fasting group I'm in, and Jerome is it's his group. He's been doing fasting for years. He was a heavyset Filipino, and he's lost like 80 or 90 pounds. Now he just
Wow.
struggles in a 20 to 30 pound range that he just keeps going up and down on. And I was actually on that just prior to this too.
I like that fasting's a muscle and you build up a muscle, and if you don't take care of it, you lose it.
And it is too. You have to be able to work at it. Just like I did another workout today. It kicked my ass. My legs are sore now because of it, because I did it yesterday too. And I'm not used to doing it. It takes a while to build up to be able to do these things.
What's this workout you're doing again?
In 2012, I started doing Insanity with Sean T and the Beachbody workouts. And then when he came out with Focus T25, it's a 25-minute workout by Sean T. So it's just as bananas as Insanity is, but it's only 25 minutes. But it's intense and it works you out. Yesterday I was just sweating bullets. Not so bad today. There's Aisha. How you doing? You had your third round of chemo today. I hope you're feeling better. I hope everything is going extremely well for you, Aisha. In our thoughts and in our prayers all the time.
All the time.
Coach Mullins, how you doing, Angela? It's nice to see you in here.
Amy, you said you had what, 4 cans today? What were the cans?
The first two were the last 2 cans of Seasons that I had. And so they were out of those at Costco. That's the brand I've always purchased. So they didn't have those, so I bought 2 cases of the Wild Planet. Well, those are the ones I had 2 cans of those for dinner, just because I'm like, I think I probably could have just survived on 2 cans, but I'm such a food addict, right? Even on carnivore food, I'm such a food addict. I'm like, 1 can's not enough for me. So I had 4 cans today. Maybe tomorrow I'll start with a can in the morning and see how I am. But I didn't want to eat more than twice. I didn't want to eat 1 can and then an hour or 2 later eat another can and an hour or 2 later eat another can. Just because
These are
I'd rather would
grazing.
just eat. Yeah, I would just rather eat try to eat the 2 meals that I normally eat. And so the second 2 cans were those Wild Planet. And that's the one that's when I was getting like stringy things and like crunchies and I'm like, and that was a smoked flavor one. I'm like, these are just I like the other kind better. But I mean, it wasn't I'm tough, I eat liver and I eat other things that are kind of, sometimes they're different. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna pretend I didn't crunch on something and pretend it didn't feel like I got a piece of my own hair in my mouth. And like
Like,
I ate
see,
it.
Aaron's saying the bones are better.
Well,
Bones and
yeah.
skins on the thing. you'll get used to it. It's like everything
Yeah.
else, just like the fasting muscle and all that. I don't
Throw
even
some hot
notice
sauce on it.
I don't even notice the bones anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, only when you're pulling them apart and then the spine comes out and you have to look at it and laugh.
Then I pretend I'm Predator.
Exactly. That's what I do.
That's funny.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
You can tell me and Lance are the exact same age.
That's funny. I'm right behind you guys. Well,
You're not far, are you?
I keep thinking you guys are like 52 or 54. And because Brian looks like he's 12. And Lance, you don't look that old either, but you guys are actually 10 years old. You're both 60?
I'll be 60 in January.
Yeah, so
Oh,
you
then
guys
I'm the
are
old
10
one
years.
here. I'm
Yeah.
60.
I'm close, but not quite there.
Yeah, that's funny. What day in January?
7th.
The 7th? I'm the 28th.
Awesome. My mom is the 17th, and my oldest granddaughter is the 17th,
My father-in-law is the 17th of January.
and my mother-in-law is the 11th.
Very nice.
I have a nephew that his birthday is January 2nd. So, lot of
Well,
you just have to
the
do
other
this
night
now.
talking about being young, Erin was on and her daughter came in and me and my wife were sitting here and we were trying to figure out how old she was. And I said, she looks like she's 12, 20. And Erin sometimes looks like when she looks about 18, 19. That's crazy.
I know.
Right? It's hard to believe people are not aging like they used to. None of us
Yeah.
are.
Well, if
think
you
of
look at
all
your
of us. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
grandparents' pictures and you sit there and you go, well, they look like they're in the 80s. And then you find out they're in their 40s. And you just
Right?
went, what? Yeah.
It's
I think the
amazing.
stress of the two world wars and then the depression and everything took a toll on that generation.
I think it did too. In Lynn, mackerel instead of sardines is a perfectly acceptable substitution. Just want to make sure that you get it in the olive oil.
Yeah,
It's actually really good. I like it.
I do too.
that's what I broke my water fast with last night was a can of mackerel.
Yeah. It's a perfect way to do it. I did
Well,
what did I do?
if people have a problem with, I'm sorry.
The last
It's like
fast I
we're on
broke with eggs and salmon. So
it's like the talking on the walkie-talkie is you're pushing in the button. And for the younger viewers, you don't know what a walkie-talkie is.
a lot of them don't. Erin's 32 hours in her fast. Awesome.
Very nice.
See, what am I now? 20, just about like 27, almost 28 hours.
Wow.
North Carolina.
If you have a hard time with the texture on sardines, mackerel, it's very similar to chicken, like a dark meat chicken kind of texture.
Yeah, that it is.
It's good.
Hey, everybody's having meetups. We should have the Great American Sardine Meetup.
Where would we have that at?
Yeah.
I don't know. Portugal.
Only if we can come back with plenty of sardines
No doubt.
at no cost.
No cost. Wait, isn't that an invasion?
Shh. Doesn't have to be.
Exactly.
Friendly tourists coming to take all your sardines.
I know some people. We can get this done.
Oh, it's so much fun.
Oh, I
Salt
salted
helps
them.
in
I
cough.
did salt. I did salt. I took a bite of them. I'm like, these aren't my seasons. And so I put some salt. I just put some salt. Salt makes everything better. I'm sorry. It just does.
It does. And I've been using the Redmond's kosher salt, which is a little coarser. That is really nice. Doesn't come out of the shakers as well, but take the top off and just sprinkle it. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
I bought the larger pack of the fine salt. So when I'm through that, I'll try that. I want to try their smoke salt. Have you tried those?
I have it.
That and then I
Yes.
saw Aaron found some smoked Malden, and that's not that expensive. So I think I'll get that and try it.
I also like Redmond's organic seasoned salt. Now, keep in mind, I think it's got some onion powder and garlic powder in it. Okay, so I haven't totally given up some of those things. I don't eat them like on the daily, but when I'm putting a big hunk of meat in the smoker, or I will season my steaks with that a little bit. But that's always been my favorite, my organic seasoned salt. I used to put it in everything.
On seasoning, I think it's just where you're at. Do
Mhm.
the N of one or whatever on the
Mm.
seasonings, and if you can tolerate them, I don't see a problem with seasonings, just as
Yeah.
long
Yeah.
as they're clean.
I don't either. If you don't have a problem with them, use it. If it's not the seasoning is not a sugar seasoning,
Yeah.
use it.
No, it's Redmond's. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Amy, you want to do alternate day fasting?
Okay, so I think, okay, we talked about how my last fast, like water fast, was a disaster. Like
Right.
it took me over a week to recover from that. That's how sick I got feeling from it. And I think it's because my ketones were just so high. I don't think it had anything to do with my low blood glucose, because I've had glucose in the 50s before and felt amazing, right? I think it had to do with I wasn't used to the high ketones, and it just made me feel really sick. And so when I did, hey Aaron,
Hello.
How's it going, Aaron?
not
We
good.
lost.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
there
We
goes the
didn't win.
neighborhood.
We fought a good fight, but we did not pull off the win.
Well, that sucks, but it's a learning experience anyway.
They had a good season. We won a tournament a couple of weeks ago. Came in second place we lost in the finals. No complaints. It was a good year. They started off rough, but they really came around, and hey, they made it to the final. That's good for me. That's winning in my book.
Absolutely.
How's all the fasting talk going?
Good. Amy was just talking about doing alternate day fasting and
Yes.
her last
Yes.
fast that she did that didn't work out.
I've got a
So,
phone call. I'll be right back.
Wait,
okay.
now, well, Lance, did you tell Amy about the challenge that I put to everyone today in my live?
I have not
What?
said that yet.
Oh, yeah. So, Amy, you missed it. I did a live earlier. Thank you for everyone for joining. We went 2.5 hours. Oh my. But we put a little challenge out. It's everyone versus Lance in a fasting challenge. Pure fast, no sardines. And if you cannot outlast Lance, you have to shave your head.
I already got it. No, I'm not participating in that because I'm not shaving my head, and I can't go 3 days. Like I can't. So I don't think
Well,
that's the challenge for me.
Well, do you mind if I
Yes.
just share a little news quick? Because I got to drive her home.
go ahead.
I am actually starting my sardine fast tonight. I told everyone earlier about my stress test in that CAC score of 1400.
Yep.
And they told me it'd take a few days to get the results back. So they came back really quick. I'm shocked. But I'm not a doctor. I don't know how to read these test results, but it appears there's absolutely nothing wrong with my heart and no blockages. So that
Perfect.
1400 CAC score, no big deal.
Now, use that as a baseline, Aaron.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
a year check it again in a year and see if it's done anything.
I am going to do that, and I think I am going to Nick say my statin as well. I think I want to see how I feel without it.
Okay, can I make a point to that, the statin talk?
Sure.
Because this has been something that's really been triggering me lately. Okay, my dad was on a statin for 40 years. He ate whatever he wanted, right? And he wasn't feeling well. He was getting very winded. Okay, he wasn't feeling like himself. So my mom's like, go to the doctor. He went to the doctor. He's 81 years old. They did a stress test. He failed that. They went in and did a cath and found out he had 90% blockages and he was this close to having a heart attack. And he said to his doctor, why the bleep have I been on the statin for 40 years? This is supposed to prevent this. And so while he was under for his second procedure, I asked the surgeon, I'm like, look, I understand if you don't feel comfortable answering this, but I asked the surgeon who does the stent surgeries, my dad's been on a statin for 40 years. Isn't that supposed to prevent this from happening? And he goes, I'll be honest with you. I've seen people with high cholesterol have clogged arteries, and I've seen people with low cholesterol have clogged arteries. And honestly, the stent or the statins, all they do is make the plaque so hard that we can't drill into them to put the stents in. That's what he said. So not medical advice, but I'm just going based on, and my doctor, I have a CAC score of 33 in my right coronary artery. I'm 50 years old. My doctor last time tried to jab me with Repatha as I was running out of the office. He was like, well, can't you just take the shot? I'm like, no. I'm like, he tried every way he could in his office to get me a statin in me. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous.
I almost feel
Yeah.
like doctors are required to do that. Like we need to
think they
put it
are.
on there. Hey, thanks, Thomas. Yep. Whoever NC Cajun is, 1400 1400. That was it. So I'm just going to go with it. I feel great. I actually did really well in the stress test. I didn't think I was going to be able to get the distance that they needed me to do. And I'm like, this is great. I was able to go the whole time. I didn't get too tired. I highly recommend it for anyone who wants to go through a 2-hour test for no apparent reason.
Do they make
No.
you run?
On a treadmill.
You start off at like a slow pace, a little bit of like only 1.7 miles per hour. But the problem is it's not the speed, it's the incline that starts to get you. So they increase the speed and incline at the same time. No, that's where it gets tougher. So I got up to the fourth speed. So just over 4 at a 10, 12, 16 degree pitch. And then they basically need my heart rate to get up to a certain amount. And I needed to go between like 4 and 6 minutes. Because that's where they needed me to eat a donut. If I couldn't reach that, then they needed me to eat donuts or something, which I was never going to do.
Is that for real?
Yes, they said I should bring a snack. They didn't tell me why I needed the snack, but the snack was in case they needed to do the drug instead of the stress test, which they didn't need to, but they wanted me to bring cookies, donuts, potato chips. I'm like, I'm bringing bacon, butter, some cheese, and pepperoni, so we'll go with it from there. But I never needed it. So I did 11 minutes on the treadmill, and, they got my heart rate where it was. It was about 2.5 hours that I was there, but it wasn't bad. The worst part, they had to shave my chest hair. That was the worst part.
They hook you up to a whole bunch of electrodes.
Exactly.
Maybe
That's why.
You don't want that chest hair on.
But I just wanted to share that news with you guys because I know a lot of the people that are in here were in with me earlier today, and I was talking about the experience.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of people concerned about it. So I'm going to go because I got to drive now. And was it Angie or Lynn that said the other day that I shouldn't be filming and driving at the same time? So I won't do that, but I want to thank you all for your for caring about those results, and I'm glad I could share with my friends here tonight.
I'm
So
glad you shared it here tonight. Thank you.
I will be doing the sardines starting tonight as well, and we'll eat them all, and then next week we'll out fast you, Lance. Okay.
Okay.
Aaron, I just want to say on the Chiefs Kingdom, we're glad that you're okay.
Thank you. I definitely appreciate that. I'm glad I'm okay too. The last thing I wanted was to have some sort of heart surgery and then have to oh look, there's Erin. She's going.
She's doing
I
her
didn't want to
little.
have heart surgery and then have to not be able to go on roller coasters anymore. So you guys have fun. We'll catch you guys later. I'm sure I'll see some of you guys in Graham and celebrating her year of doing this.
Yeah.
Talk to you later,
Too.
friend.
Bye
All right,
bye.
have a good one. Thanks.
Aaron.
That's a nice tower.
There you go. I love the shirt.
It's something.
And how are you doing
looking
today, Aaron?
thin.
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Good.
Good. Yeah, my sardine, I think I have 2 cans of sardines left and maybe a can of Kipper snacks. So I was like, I'm gonna add eggs to it. It's gonna be good.
Yep.
Mhm.
And then I missed my window. And I'm like, why is it hard for you guys to think about fasting? I think it's because I've made my window so small. It's like an hour. And if I miss
What's
it,
your
whatever.
window?
It's like 10 o'clock.
In the
I moved
morning,
it.
like 10 to 11?
I moved it. Yeah. It was originally when I first did the Keto Mojo thing, I thought 3 o'clock because I'm always hungry at 3, like really hungry. So I moved it to 3, but my ketones weren't that great. So Barb suggested you should do noon or even earlier. And I was like, well, I'll try noon. And noon was working for a while, but then my body got adjusted. And so I was like, well, I had a dream. I did have a dream, actually, because I was thinking about it so much. They were like, something told me, hey, why don't you do it at 10 or 11? And I'm like, okay. And I've been doing it then, and I've been getting okay numbers, pretty good, like 58, 60s, which are good. You know, Dr. Boz ratios, they're good. They're in range. And then every week I've been taking like 1 or 2 days where I just miss my window on purpose. I don't even think about it. And it's been
Okay, so that's why I think an alternate day fast would be really good for me.
Yes.
I thought about that.
Just
I
eat
don't know if
every other day.
I always thought that for me would be a good one on that one would be 2 days fast, 2 days eat, 2 days fast instead of the 24-hour flipping right back and forth. But I don't know. Just have to try it out.
Yeah.
See,
I
for
thought
my
about that.
when I was doing the ADFs, I was doing 36 hours. So I'd have my evening meal before 6 o'clock, skip the next day, and eat at 6 o'clock in the morning after that. That's 36 hours.
Okay.
Eat something small in the morning, and then have my regular pound of ground beef or a steak at 6 o'clock, and do it all over again. And that worked really well for me.
Aaron, are you in your 1 hour? Are you eating several times in that hour, or are you just eating one time in that hour?
I eat one time in that hour, and I make
Okay.
sure it's just enough, you know? Like if it's enough fat, I'm fine all day. Like I don't think about anything much. Maybe salt and coffee, but that's about it.
I wished I could do OMAD, but I can't because of the gastric bypass. But that's how I would much rather eat.
Yeah.
I wish I could do OMAD, but it's the menopause and my hormones are driving me crazy. And I probably could do it if I put my mind to it, but I just,
It's all mental. It is all
it
mental.
is.
What
It
is it, like
is.
80% mental and 20% physical? Go.
And see, Wisecracker says he makes mackerel patties, onion seasoning, shredded cheese, and topped with yogurt.
Yum.
I did
You
that
could
during
easily,
Lent, and I turned it into a chaffle. It was really good.
yeah.
It was
I was
really
just
good.
getting ready to say a chaffle with sardines, smush them up, toss in an egg, and if you were doing a fast, leave the cheese out, and they would be just fine.
I think if I made a sardine shuffle, my wife would throw the waffle maker away.
I have to say, take your little waffle maker outside during that experience, but
Yeah.
it goes away fairly quick.
Yep.
But they were
I have
good.
to,
They were stunningly good.
You know
I
how
have to say,
everybody's dehydrating bacon and stuff, and they're like, just put it in your dehydrator and it's delicious, and it is. I've done it. But we thought about dehydrating the sardines, and I was like, I'd have to put the thing outside. It would be awful.
Yeah.
Somebody
You
did that because the dog treats. Somebody, I think it was, I can't think of her name. She has a sardine channel, and she dehydrated the sardines, and she said it wasn't a good experience.
I couldn't imagine it would be very well.
Hey, on the bacon, when you dehydrate it, are you just putting it in raw uncooked, or are you cooking it a little bit and then dehydrate it? How does that work?
Unmuted. So I wouldn't know. I didn't do sardines. But for bacon, I think they just put it in raw, don't they? Oh, well, Jerry does it. So I wouldn't know. I just put mine in raw, but I'm pretty sure you're supposed to warm it up in your oven for a little bit, and you have to hit a certain temperature before you should eat it because of a bacteria.
Yeah.
So I do that after I dehydrate. Oh man, it is so good though. Like, Amy, you gotta get on it.
I'll have to try that.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
I have a
definitely-
bonus of doing a sardine fast. So I'm like, oh, I'm out of bacon. So I have 2 packages of bacon in the fridge, and I got up this morning. I'm like, wait a second, I don't need to make bacon for a couple days because I'm not gonna. And of course, my husband's like, you're always hiding the bacon from me. So why would I just cook bacon for him if I can't have any, right? So he always gets mad at me. He's like, am I allowed to have some of that bacon that's in there? He always asks because he knows, like,
Well,
it's hilarious. So I didn't
he's
have to
just
cook
being
bacon this morning.
considerate.
Yeah.
Should always have bacon in the fridge.
Mhm. Bacon and hard-boiled eggs are my 2 go-tos in the fridge. Because if
They
not,
need
I
a
mean,
vending machine that sells bacon.
Right?
I need, yeah. In case of a spill.
I pulled some of the best Keto Mojo numbers I've had by eating just like 2 or 3 strips of bacon and then fasting the rest of the day and doing it with pork belly as well. And they were really good. It's
Really?
Are they?
and I can't even pull that off just regular fasting. I was just like,
What was your
"Dang."
numbers?
I remember one being like a 16, but
Wow.
yeah. I mean, they're on my phone. I don't know. But I know they were really low, and I put all my stuff into ChatGPT as my notebook, and it keeps
Right.
reminding me like your best numbers are when you were eating the bacon. And I was like, yeah, that's right, bacon is awesome. Tell me different.
I want to get my Dr. Boz in the teens and try to keep it there for a couple of weeks. So if it means an extended fast, I'm going to do it.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
That would be really good. I just like having being in the teens or under 20 for a day or two. Makes me happy.
Yeah.
My
My
lowest.
best numbers were on the last week of the 21-day thing, and it was 13s, 11s, 12s, and 10. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right. I
are
didn't
awesome.
feel well. My glucose was 53 and my ketones were 5.4.
I wanted to
However,
ask you.
Psychosomatic? Do you think it was psychosomatic? Like knowing that they were
no, it was not psychosomatic. It was,
like
I wanted to continue on, right? But I was doubled over, about ready
How
to
long
barf.
were you going? How long were you trying to go for? Because I know you beat me because
Just
I out 2 days. Honestly, that's my best.
72 hours and I made it to 60. So I had like another, 12 hours. It's not like, I don't think it was psycho. I could have made 12 more hours. But I woke up and I was, Aaron, it was a work day. and I was so sick. I grabbed my iPad and I put my headset on for work, and I went and laid down in bed. And the phone, of course, we had a server go down. So our phone was ringing every 10 minutes. So I was like laying down, then getting up and trying to work, then laying down. And then finally, I had to just get some hard boiled egg and some bacon, and I took it to bed. And I was like eating in bed. I'm like, I got to eat something. It's-
Aaron,
I had a
Wisecracker's
question,
got a
Amy.
question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
Wisecracker wants to know what's the purpose of a sardine fast.
I think it's just regular fasting, but you're eating something, right? It does the same. Doesn't it have the same effects?
It has a similar effect to it. The reason for the sardines in it is because they're so nutrient dense. Your body's still getting some nutrition, but you're at an extreme calorie restriction. If you're using the extra virgin olive oil, it's actually not that bad of a fat that helps your ketones. It can be changed into the uh, ketones easier that way. But it's because of the nutrients that the sardines have, and it teaches you control over your eating.
Helps
Yeah,
with
it
inflammation.
Yeah.
shows you when you're hungry. That's one of them.
So,
That's the biggest
Hey.
thing right now on a sardine fast for me is the inflammation.
Mhm. I feel really good. Real good.
Amy,
And I'm yeah.
I'm sorry. On your fast where you had the problems, I had a question about that. I was going to talk to you a long time ago about that, but got interrupted. Do you think towards the end of that fast that it was because I remember talking to you and seeing you around a lot during that time, and I remember you were having a lot of problems with inflammation and there was some other stuff going on.
hmm
I wonder if maybe that fast set those off and your body was trying to heal at that point, and when you're healing, it hurts.
Yeah, I don't know because I have had pain and inflammation since, well, what's weird is like it started 2 weeks into carnivore, right? And I've
Yeah,
had it ever since. But what I think has happened was I probably had it longer than that because I'm sorry guys, but I'm in menopause, so my estrogen is low. So a couple of things, the estrogen being low can cause joint pain, right? And then I started carnivore and it didn't go away. And then I was having weird things like one knee was hurting and this or that. And so I thought it was oxalate dumping. And then the joint pain just never went away. And eventually it was the point where it's every joint in my body, like my fingers, my wrists, my elbows, both of them, my eye sockets. I get this weird pain in my eye sockets hurt. Like whose eye sockets hurt, right? So it's not like that's why I think I have some form of MCAS. And Dr. Barry's like, can you get fresh meat every day? I'm like, absolutely not. I work like 3 jobs. I don't have time to run to a butcher every day and get a fresh killed steak, let alone I don't know if the butchers how that works. Like, do they slaughter a cow every day? You know what I'm saying? Like, how would I get a fresh steak every
they
day?
they
Let
slaughter
alone,
and then they hang for 7 days. So
yeah. So it's at that point. So, I kind of just went off of the. So maybe I just was having a bad week, Brian. Maybe I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention to. Well, and here's the other thing. If you know that I was doing immunotherapy for a
yeah,
while, it was medication to try to get me off of allergy pills. It was like an allergy shot, only it was a drop. And I struggled with that because they told me there was no sugar in it. I asked several times, is there any sugar? No, it's just the allergens and the saline. I'm like, okay, saline I can do, but there was a sweet taste to it. So I asked them like 3 to 4 times, is there a sugar in this? And I took it for 3 months. And then finally, I got a lady to admit, yeah, there's glycerin in it. I'm like, glycerin is a form of sugar. I said, I can't take this. And they're like, well, just put it under your tongue and spit it out. And I'm like, that makes absolutely zero sense. So I'm wondering too if I was recovering from that because my joint pain was the worst when I was on the immunotherapy.
Why
So
I ask is because with the higher ketones like that, you shouldn't have been affected by the blood sugar being in the 50s. I've
Right.
heard enough of the doctors talk about that. And with those high ketones, it kind of cancels out the low sugar.
sugar.
I wonder if it was one of the things that was going on and it dissed the fast content to act up.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say. Now,
Yeah.
Lewis, you know Lewis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lewis does a lot of fasting, and he says he has had a bad fast like that before. And then he's like, don't be afraid to try it again. This is like the very next one I did was amazing. So,
Yeah.
although I am a little nervous about trying, you
And
know,
it's actually a good thing to be a little nervous about trying it again. You're concerned about you're not trying to push it more than what you should be. But I agree with Lewis.
well,
I've had bad fasts too.
Yeah.
And
Same here.
I just keep doing it. I watch it when my body feels like what you were doing. It's time to end it. And I've had to do that before, where I've ended the fast before I wanted to because I didn't feel right.
yeah,
I've had that also, Lance, where my body said that's enough, and I'd wanted to do a long water fast, and my body said, no, you need to eat something, and I did, and I didn't. Well, I think on this journey for all of us, when you get to the point where you're starting to read your body and what it's up to, everything becomes a little bit easier.
mhm,
Yeah,
it does.
I agree. So, well, it's been just over an hour, guys. We'll be back here tomorrow doing this.
Oh, come on.
Thank you all for coming in. You're all
Hey,
welcome back again tomorrow.
Lance,
Thank
before
you.
you go, do you feel like you've been
Yeah.
invaded by sardine people?
No, I feel like I've been invaded by
Can't watch
friends.
that.
Very nice. Thanks, Lance.
Thank
You
you.
bet. You guys have
Bye,
a great
Aaron.
night. Thanks for coming
Mandy.
on.
Thanks, Lance.
We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Bye
All
bye.
right. Bye-bye.
Bye.